And the big old stack moves over a couple of spaces as everybody tries some minor repairs and some minor problems show up. An on fire captain's room is put out by the flooding, but the fire spread into there from here. So, there's sort of this stasis as long as no big crises are up there, where you don't want to spend a lot on trying to fix an issue because you'll probably cause a bigger problem. But whatever you're doing is bumping you past these little stars at a fast enough pace that, whatever you fix, you probably cause just as many problems with. Alright, now we do have a problem here, which is my gnomes don't have a lot of stuff on them. Green is completely out of stuff. They get things by these little little black stars that they hit, or white stars in a black background or whatever. But right now, my big supply source is on fire. The booze is underwater. I don't have an easy access to stuff. That may be a reason to put out this fire. I don't know. And again, still no major problems, so the whole stack is moving up one at a time into the next location. Now, they triggered off a bunch of problems, including a fire here. That happened at the end of Red's turn. Doesn't kill him right away. He's got to get out of there, though, on his next turn, or else he's in trouble. Trying to put out drain the water from here. It's not looking very pleasant. Sort of the minor problems, the fires, the water, are really kind of threatening me. I don't have a lot of time left, though, so I think there's a pretty good chance the gnomes are going to make it this time. Yeah, actually, it's very risky. Passing this star had some more issues, especially some fires breaking out. The air is getting kind of bad in there, and did get a little lucky. Both blue and green got a bottle of booze. That's the only way I'm going to be able to clear a source of materials. I've sort of blocked off this whole section. Yellow here's got a real problem. He's got to slosh into there. That's his only safe place to move to. He does not have booze, so he can't just run in and try to put out a fire or something. So, yeah, we got a problem here. We'll see how this all works out. I think I'm going to have to try to bust my way through and fix that fire under the situation. Sorry, I had to peek out at something. But yeah, there's not a lot of room left, but in terms of a lot of room for danger, but there's also a real problem in that I'm not getting any more draws for the rest of the game at random. All I'm going to be getting is, if I can clear that, I can get more of these tiles to help me. Harshed. The blue guy played his grog, ran in, put out the fire, spent a lot of actions. He's way out here. Oop, I only picked 3. He gets a 4th one. Reactor malfunction. Heat goes up by 2. But unfortunately, I got this overheated, making everybody thirsty. And green ended up drinking his grog as well. So now I cannot put out this fire. There's no chance of me getting additional stuff. So now the key is deal with the main stuff at the back of the reactor back here. And then I also have to worry about getting yellow where he's safe. Alright. Well, it's yellow's turn. He's going to have a quick chance. Let's finish this up in detail, because we are pretty close. What yellow wants to do here, now, if he could, he might want to take one of these hatches to get out of the ship. It's possible, but he doesn't have the scuba gear, so he can't. He's going to want to go through here. That's going to cost him 1. And then he'll try to fix that. I'll take 2 more. That'll give me a 3. He does not fix the water. He has to pay 1 of these. It's a reactor warm-up. The heat track goes up by 2, and we've got problems. Alright. On to green, a slightly drunk green. Well, we're worried about the reactor. Nobody says I'm good doing the reactor, so green's going to take care of it. Take 1 to get there, and he'll spend just 2 more for his chance of handling it. That doesn't give him much of a chance, and he fails. He's going to draw one event. Descent, pressure goes up by 1. Now he's under here. Now we're on red. Red's got a pressure 1. That might be worth doing. So that's 1 to move me in here, opening the door. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's clear that pressure. That's an automatic success because I got it up to 10. I do get rid of this. And now I have 1, 2, 3 draws. A respite. A descent. Pressure goes up. And another respite. So that was kind of fortunate for me. I've got to get all the gnomes out to win, right? All right, now we're on to yellow. Yellow wants to try to drain this. He's going to just take 2 actions to do so. That's not good enough. He does get a draw, which could cause a problem. It's another fire. Room 10. That's over here, so that doesn't have any effect on anything. We push here. Now, green. Green has himself at the reactor. He's going to push that to 2 on the time chart. Just take a chance at reducing that. He does not get it, but he gets a draw. It's another fire. In room 2. Uh-oh. There goes the oxygen issue. Now we're back to yellow. Yellow's again going to take a 2 action to try to drain that water. It's kind of going at a low risk. Descent, that's pressure. Because things are pretty good right now. That puts us over to green. Green will again spend 2 to try to fix the engines. That's not going to work. He gets another fire. In room 7, that's over here. All that's going to do is make the air worse. Of course, that's getting close. You know, I mean, it's unlikely that they're going to be in trouble, but you never know. All right, that puts us on red. Red's okay with the pressure. He can't fix this fire. He could try to go deal with the engine room, but he's not going to. He'll just do 2 actions to try to fix the pressure again. This is probably not a valuable thing to do. He doesn't get anything. Now he has hit 2 stars. A reactor warm-up. Heat goes up. Oops. Underwater current. Increase all low water tokens to high water. Uh-oh. Yellow's in trouble. He may not survive this. In fact, it looks really ugly for him. He has nowhere he can go that's not on fire. He can't enter areas that are on fire. He can open this hatch, though, and put out this fire by draining the water in. How about that? Alright, so red goes here. Now, I'm not sure if red gets another turn, so I'm going to pause and look that up. See if red has one more action there, or if he's just home free now. Yeah, red's effectively home free. He had to trigger this because it could hurt other people. Now we're at yellow. Now what yellow needs to do is he needs to open this hatch. That's going to cost him 1. And then reflow water. That costs nothing. He gets rid of the fire. These both go down. And now he's got one more action. He's going to do that to try to drain that hatch. Drain that water. That doesn't succeed. So now he has 2 actions, or 2 events he has to draw. A respite and a stumble. He discards down to 1. That's fine. He'll get rid of these. And now he's off the board. Now we're at green, and it looks pretty likely we're going to win here. Green wants to deal with the heat. He's going to actually just do 1 action here. Take them one at a time. That doesn't succeed. He gets a draw. Uh-oh, it's a fire. In room 9. 9's got water in it, so that doesn't do anything. He slips under there. We're on blue. Blue has basically nothing he can do. He's got a lot of places that are on fire. He could try to pop this hatch. That's what he's going to do, I guess. It doesn't really matter. He only has one action left. He doesn't get in. He gets a draw. A leak. A random room is flooded. That's going to be room number 4. Uh-oh, that's Green's room. You see, Green's still on the board, so that's a problem. Green's got one thing to do. Well, what Green's going to do is he's going to pop open that door with his last action and drain the water. That's fine. He just gets one draw. It's a fire in room 5. But it doesn't really matter because the sub was just saved. As you can see, I didn't have to do a lot of thinking in this game. It's not that it's not possible to screw up, but I think the game is fairly easy for players to complete without a problem. I've come up with some ideas towards trying to fix that, but for the most part I think it just ends up being kind of a fun game, a little bit silly, throwing some gnomes drunken at things. It's more fun in more people. It might be more fun if you kind of, I don't know, if you kind of attack each other with the crowbars. I really don't know, because there's no victory condition in there for being the sole survivor particularly. That's not more prestigious or anything. So it does leave you a little flat. It's like it's fun to play a couple of times, and then what? Well, it's cute to have. My wife likes the pictures on it and everything, so it works kind of well on that thing especially. Alright, I'll load this up. I'll come back with a review. I think I've mostly said what I want to say, though.